My name is Johan Van Parys and I teach liturgy at the School of Theology and Seminary at St. John's University. Processions. Have you ever wondered why we do processions? Well, let me tell you, processions are not a practical thing. If processions were intended to be practical, they would be as short as possible and the fewest number of people would be in them. By contrast, the Catholic way in terms of processions is to make them as long as we can and to involve as many people as possible in the processions. Now, why do we process? In a way, processions are a rehearsal of our Christian life from baptism to burial. As we process, we rehearse who we are to be on this journey from baptism to burial. Most of the time, only a representative few take part in the processions, those who are necessary for the liturgical celebrations. But even if there are just a few, they process for all of us. There are a couple of times during the liturgical year where all of us are invited to process. Think, for instance, of Palm Sunday. We gather at another place where we bless the palms and read the Gospel of Jesus' procession into Jerusalem. After that, the entire assembly processes into the church, all of us together. Think also of the great Easter Vigil. We all gather outside around the Easter Vigil. We bless the fire, we bless the Easter candle, and then all of us light our own candles from the Easter candle and process into a darkened church. That is probably one of the most dramatic moments in our Catholic liturgy, where all of us light up the darkness in the church, following the Christ candle, and all of us together, as the body of Christ, light up the church and symbolically light up the entire world. Now, we don't only process in our liturgical celebrations, properly speaking, but we also process at other times. We have Marian processions. We have processions on the Feast of Corpus Christi, where we process through the streets with the Blessed Sacrament, thus declaring our faith, but also blessing the city, the town, the neighborhood with the presence of the Blessed Sacrament. During Holy Week, many cultures have the custom of processing with their saints, and the streets are laid out with flowers, beautifully covered, and over those flowers the procession goes, with the Virgin Mary, with the suffering Jesus. We process in church, we process outside of church. All of these processions are a way of bodily rehearsing who we are to be as Christians, journeying from baptism to burial. This is the Catholic way.